Okay, so do you agree that this picture is labeled correctly?
Yes.
Okay, so now using our labeled picture, when we think about solving a problem, what's next?
The function needed.
So based on your information, either your variables or your given information in the angles, look and find. Don't talk about it just yet. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to find this thing. Determine what you think is the appropriate trigonometric function or functions, you might need more than one, to help you find this solution. You use the front cover of your book. You can go through your mind and remember all the different relationships. See if you can find it. Okay, 30 seconds is up. Tell your neighbor what you think is the function or functions that should be appropriate to find this value. All right? What did you think? Or tangent. Anybody have a different function they wanted to try? Arc tangent.
No, I thought that's not what I use. Is that what they said?
No, just the tangent, not the arc tangent, just the tangent. Well, how do we know, guys?
Because you don't use the...
Right. This is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side. That really should be indicative of the tangent. Now, we could talk about cotangent maybe, but why might we shy away from cotangent?
Because you're looking for a value, not a degree.
True, but what else do we know is true about cotangent? Or maybe is hard to calculate related to cotangent?
There's no button on the calculator.
There's no button on our calculator. We have to do a little extra work to get it to operate. So why not work out the tangent and just deal with it? So, if we can agree that we're going to use tangent function, then I guess we need to write down some form with the tangent function to help us solve this problem. Go ahead and write down what you think it should look like to help solve this problem. I wrote down what I thought we could do. Hopefully your papers don't look quite like mine. You actually have something written there that you can see. Did anybody have something that they thought would work? What's one something?
65 tangent 53 minus 65 tangent 36.
How did you come up with those?
You've got tangent, which is TOA opposite over hypotenuse. You've got the opposite over 65. So you multiply both sides by 65, and what you really care about is the difference between the 53 and the 36. So you just subtract them out, now that you don't have to find x.
Okay. Let's put a few more steps in there. You're on the right track. Let's put a few more steps in there, because I think some of us are going, wait a minute, what happened?
I would take the tangent of 53 times the length, and then tangent of 36 times the length, and then you have two different heights there, and you subtract the height A and then the height B.
Okay. And again, that's exactly right, but I want to back up a couple more steps from what you've done so we can see the progression to get there. Because some of us are saying, yeah, I got it. Some of you are going, what are you talking about? So we're going to back it up. Not that you guys are wrong, but I want to know, did anybody get something that looks sort of like this?
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. And then same thing, same question. Anybody get something that looks like, oops, pick up that one. That one.
Yes.
I just think it's a big age.
Yeah, I just
Okay, but symbol-wise, that's there. These guys are right in that we really don't care how big x is, but we do need it as we're doing this calculation over here. Also, both these guys are right in that for this problem right here, we could say that x is equal to 65 times the tangent of 36, multiplying both sides by 65. And also, they kind of said something about that 65 times the tangent of 53 is equal to x plus h. Yes, sir?
Oh, wait, no.
Okay. Do we understand what's happening here? Yeah, we're in the midst of that solve the equation piece, solve the problem piece. When I write that as one step on that statement over there, that doesn't mean that you're doing the answer in one step. It means you may have multiple steps happening here.
Oh, darn.
All right. Well, let's see. If you put orange and blue together, what kind of color do you get?
You get the Broncos.
Brown.
Can we pick out a single color that might match that?
It's a brown.
It's a brown.
I'm pretty sure it's a brown.
Yeah,
Where's my art people?
it's a brown.
Is it a brown?
Red and, you've got red and yellow and...
That's true. I'll go with that.
Go for light green. It's a nasty color brown too.
Okay. Now, so if I start weaving these two ideas together, this is x. So if I can put this in the place of just that x right there, would you agree that 65 tangent of 53 is equal to 65, that's actually a green, isn't it? Tangent of 36 plus h. I think it's going to be a different shade depending on where you're standing.
It's a green.
It's a green shade. Would you agree that that's some form of replacement of those two above it? Okay. So then if I want h by itself, what am I going to do?
Subtract the 65 change 36.
And then if I just do a little factoring there, I get that thing, right? Which is what you were saying. I'm at about 2 steps there in one. But if you solve that, is that going to give you the height of the spire? What is that number now? Some of you know, guys.
0.05.
Okay. Too many of you spoke at once.
39.03.
39 feet.
39. Maybe I rounded it. I got 35.
35, 39.
39.
39.03.
Okay.
Did I do it wrong or did I just round it?
I-
Because that's kind of a big difference.
Well, it is a big difference, and I'm curious, did you go ahead and do 65 tangent 53?
I worked out the tangent 53 equals 8, like x over 65, whatever. I worked both of those out separately, and then I just took those two values and subtracted.
Probably that's a rounding then.
Okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't sound like the theoretical behind it is different. That's probably rounding. Let's agree, now on this problem, because it's 0.03, if we round to the 10th place, it'd still be 39.0. Let's agree to round to 1 decimal place in here. We're not going to deal with significant digits in here. I'm sorry to tell you that, science people. I can tell you're disappointed.